Alrighty. So this is going to be a reading for my Libras. Thank you so much for joining me here. Today we're just going to see what the general energy is around you. We're going to be using my astrology cards today though, to see what comes up. So let's get into it. If you're new, welcome. Make sure that you do subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want to see more of my readings. Also, if you would like a personal session, check out the description box for that information. Okay, Libras, what's the energy surrounding them? Okay. Okay, cool. So let's move this over just a little and then let's go ahead and talk about this energy. So, the first card I want to discuss is the earth element. And with the earth element, the zodiac signs that back this energy would be Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus, of course. And when we're dealing with the earth element, now I want to kind of clear up this misconception because people think that just because it's earth energy, that it's always 100% grounded and earth signs are just, so grounded and they never are, that that's a misconception. When we're thinking about the earth, we have to think about all the shifts and the changes that the earth has to go through. And yes, you guys are people, or not you guys, excuse me. Earth signs tend to be more stubborn when it comes to changes, but this energy is able to shift. But like I said, earth element is not always about being grounded. It's about uprooting. It's about slow changes, things like that. But going deeper into this, with this card coming up, this is you needing to be more practical and more aware. This is making sure that you guys are taking care of your physical responsibilities. So taking care of bills, taking care of your health as well. This is connected to your body as well. This is not just, taking care of financial things and all of those matters. But with this energy, yeah, this is taking care of your physical responsibilities. This is also connecting with nature as much as possible to help you also feel grounded and to center you. Also, this may be a sign of you guys needing to have more structure in your life in terms of relationships as well. Like, this is you taking a look at your relationships and looking at how they can possibly be more grounded instead of you, having more, I don't want to say unstable relationships, but for some of you, you may be experiencing unstable relationships back to back to back. So this is making sure the people that you entertain, they're actually offering something. But okay, what else? This is getting more organized as well. If you do feel like your life is out of disarray, there may be a level of you needing to be more organized or have more structure to your life in terms of a schedule. Some of you may be kind of just go with the flow type of people. Some of you, this is also a sign that, yes, it's time for you to go into business. If you have been needing a confirmation on whether or not that's the move to make, this is definitely a good plan of action. Of course, if you take the time to do the research and all those things. Oh, this also may be a sign that somebody around you may be very stubborn the next few days. So be careful of entertaining that and giving that energy. But okay. All right. So moving on from that card, we also have Yod, and it says Destiny. And the Yod card is something that we really don't talk about in astrology. Unfortunately, I don't know why. It's just not a popular concept. But with Yod, this is literally destiny. This is fate. This is like fated events. They could be positive fated events. They could also be negative. Okay, you guys know I'm very real. I don't tell you guys lies for the sake of getting views. Okay, I will be honest with you. But with destiny, whether it is chaotic events that take place or not so chaotic, this is you receiving help from the divine to clear your path. This is fated events taking place so that energy can be removed from you that's not necessary. And so things could be like ultimately shifted. So either way, you still come out on top. This is also like taking the time to reflect with self so that you can actually take in your inner truth, because some of you guys may be having like this need for answers to come through, and the answers are only going to be realized by you taking time to self, to understand self, and to get the inner answers. All the answers are always existing within self. Also, if you do have any health issues, this is making sure that you are taking care of them and taking them serious, especially if you do have like any sort of fibromyalgia or like thyroid issues or like allergies, especially around this time. Okay. But moving on to the next card, we have the fifth house, and it's represented by creativity. And the fifth house is ruled by Leo energy. Yesterday I told a different zodiac sign that it was Aries, but I think it was because I think the only reason why I said Aries is because I know it's ruled by the sun. So I just assumed, my bad. When I know that Aries is the first house. So that was my bad. But yes, the fifth house is ruled by Leos. This is that energy of having fun. This is tapping into creativity. This is expressing your inner child. This is you getting into the arts. Like some of you guys may have talent as far as like doing music, or talents when it comes to like acting, or you may be just someone who's a creative genius overall. Like this could be graphic designing. It really isn't one set thing that you can do. Some of you are just talented as hell. Okay. But yes, this card coming up in your reading is like basically reminding you that you need to have more fun now. You need to create more fun moments in the now. You also need to make sure you need to make sure you're getting back into creating. If you're somebody who is a creative, you have creative talents, this is you needing to continue actually putting yourself out there, because some of you keep stopping, starting, stopping, and starting. Okay, you're not like consistent enough when it comes to whatever you're good at here. This also is the energy of possible like flings developing, because this is the house of romance too. The fifth house is definitely the house of romance. So this is flings, romantic connections, love making. Okay. This is the energy of like weddings and marriage, also talking about children. So if you guys are married or dealing with someone on a serious basis, there may be conversations about children, possibly trying. Now, when it comes to the next card, we have the Saturn return. And with the Saturn return, this is an interesting card, because The Saturn return is one events that us as people go through that may be the more challenging energy. The Saturn return really, for one, affects us, every person, when we reach the age of 29. Okay, 29, I think, to 30. And when Saturn returns, it's basically when Saturn makes that complete, I believe, cycle around your like zodiac chart, and then it returns back to its home, its actual home in your like birth natal chart. Now, with this energy, with the Saturn return, this is why people say that when they're like in their 20, like when they're in their 29s, what? This is why people say when they reach their 30s, it's an interesting transition and it hits them like a ton of bricks, because the Saturn return is what people are experiencing. And that's basically Saturn teaching us like a harsh lesson to kind of wrap up a period of time in our lives. So basically, with this card coming up, this is speaking to you becoming more aware so that you can actually achieve your goals. Like for some of you, you could even be feeling like you don't have enough time right now, and that's literally not the case. You just need to be more diligent in doing so. Also understanding that Saturn is the Lord of karma. So this is karmic events that may take place here. Also, this is a sign that whatever you accomplish during this time frame, it will be like, it'll have a level of permanence to it. So say for instance, you accomplish opening up your business or something like that. With that happening, this business, for some of you, will actually be around for a very long time, like 5 to 10 years from now, if you handle your business correctly. For some of you, this is more of you getting a new job and a new career, and it may have more longevity than you may be thinking. You may be thinking that you're going to work at a job for like a month or two, and you end up working there for years. So that's what I'm meaning with that. Also, if you're like building a relationship with someone, some of you guys may be dating someone older or like in a better standing than you. Or like they're able to, provide more financially, or they may, be someone who, like I said, is either more mature or maybe doing a little bit financially better, or it could be vice versa. What else? This is also looking at your weight as well. Not judging. I can't judge. Anyways, looking at your weight may be something that you guys may be doing. This is like weight watching, like looking at the calories you're eating and stuff like that. And this is just overall you moving past hardships. But I don't want to focus too much on this card. I want to move on to the air element. And with the air element, of course, you guys know that that's going to be represented by the air signs, which is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And the air element represents communication, of course, like it says communicating. It represents technology, friendships that we hold near and dear to us. What else? The way we think. I'm trying to think what else. Decision making, truth. This energy is very blunt, honestly, but this is about like being tapped in and seeing things for what they are. So basically with this card, it's time to basically put some words behind your desires. So this is like making sure with ideas that you have, things that you would like to, embark on, that you're actually putting some sort of plan, being clear exactly about what you're trying to do. This is like making sure that there's a level of understanding there. Also, This is about you taking the time to find a solution to the problem that you may be experiencing instead of, taking this perspective of, oh, I'm a victim to this, I don't know what to do. This is about you now finding a solution and sticking by that. This is also like the energy of hot and cold. So some of you guys could be experiencing a partner who does act this way. One second they're extremely interested in you, next second they're not. And they go through this. You may need to also look at that relationship as well. But this is also clarity coming through. Some of you may be traveling very soon as well, because this looks like oh, I cannot talk today. This looks like, oh my God, clouds. Jesus Christ. Continuing, this also may be a sign that you're going to, like I said, travel. This could be flying in an airplane or having to go through the airport in some sort of way. Some of you guys may be smoking a little too much as well, maybe needing to slow down if you are a smoker and if that applies to you. Some of you also may be like having a chance to speak somewhere. This could be like a lecture, or you may be signing up for like a class where you guys do like lectures or debates and stuff. Some of you guys also need to cleanse your house. The way I'm looking at this is looking like some smoke. So some of you guys may be needing to cleanse your home or your environment. But anywho, moving forward, the cards next to it, let's talk about it. We have trust. So with this being the current energy, this is you guys trying to learn how to trust somebody over again, especially after they have like betrayed your sense of trust time and time again. This is somebody constantly showing you that other people and their desires for other people may be more important. Also, you guys may be dealing with somebody who has extreme trust issues themselves, and this could be making you annoyed because it's like, well, how do I secure you or make you feel secure, I would say, so that there's no problems. So you guys may be needing to look at whether or not the trust issues in your relationship are going to destroy the actual relationship if not careful. Then we also have a year from now. So a year from now, something is going to make sense to you. I don't think that there's something that's going to happen a year from now. This is more of like you seeing things full circle a year from now. So if you are like feeling like, well, dang, why is this happening? Why is that happening? This is you need to understand that things will make sense in the grand scheme of things a year from now. So this is what I see. I hope I put things in perspective for you and that you did enjoy. If you did, thumbs the video up and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.